So yes, category based, NOC based, targeted draws, whatever you want to say, they are coming very soon as was expected. So it was earlier only announced by IRCC that yes, in 2023 they will be coming up with NOC specific draws. So welcome back to our channel where we bring you all the latest and updated IRCC immigration news, that is all the Canadian immigration news. So today we have an exciting information to share about Canadian immigration and how it is basically shaping the future economy of Canada and how it will impact your decision to apply for permanent residency for Canada. So let's dive into it right now. So before starting the video, let me tell you, for all those who are new on my channel, I am Neha Bhalla, regulated Canadian immigration consultant. So yes, I am a licensed immigration consultant and I operate from Mississauga, Canada. And yes, we deal in all type of immigration related matters. So if you have any immigration related queries or doubts, or you want to file your application, then yes, you can definitely contact us at the below number, and also you can go ahead and book a consultation with me. So yes, starting with the video now, starting with recent updates. So yes, just recently, that is on 31st May 2023, Immigration Minister Sean Fraser. So he made an exciting announcement. Yes, it may be a good announcement for some of the people, but for some of the people, this may not be a good announcement. So the announcement is that they are bringing in a new system, which is known as the category-based express entry system, which is called the category-based selection. So this is not an altogether different system, but this system, which is a category-based selection, is basically a part of the main system, that is the main express entry system only. So express entry and category-based are not two different processes, not two different systems, but category-based selection is just one part of the express entry system. So what this new system will do and how will it work is basically that in this system, what will happen is it will give people with specific kind of skills, specific kind of trainings or specific language abilities a better chance. So this will give them a better chance of getting an invitation to apply. So most of you watching my video must know about how the express entry system works. That is, you get a CRS score, and if you meet the cutoff score, you get an invitation to apply. So now this category based system, what this system will do is it will give priority to people who belong to certain category of occupations. So every year it will come out with a category of NOC codes, a category of occupations which will be given preference. So they will come out a separate draw for category based draws. So a general draw, then PNP or CEC specific draws as are happening, and also a third category now, that is the category based draws. So this year category based selection will focus on these particular occupations. So first important thing, those people will be given preference who have a strong proficiency in French language. So yes, as I have been always telling you, learn French. If you are not meeting the CRS scores, if you are low on your CRS scores, learning French is a very, very important thing to increase your CRS scores. So yes, a strong French language proficiency will be given preference. After French language proficiency, work experience in the following 5 categories will be given preference. So first of all, it's healthcare, then it's STEM profession. So STEM profession basically covers is science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So if you belong to any of these 4 fields, you belong to the STEM profession categories. So next is the trades category basically, which includes plumbers, contractors, carpenters. Then 4th is the transport, and 5th is the agriculture and agri-food category. So yes, this is the category. These are the 5 occupations which are listed for 2023 basically. So this means every year they will come out with a category of the NOC codes of the occupations which will be given preference and which will be eligible for this category based draws. So now let's talk about the basic process. What is the basic process and how this category based system inculcates itself into the basic process. So in the basic process of express entry, what happens is that the candidates are ranked in the pool. So there's an express entry pool. You file the invitation that you want to apply for PR, you enter the pool. So from that pool, they are ranked according to their CRS scores, and that is known as the comprehensive ranking system. And then there are rounds of invitation. So as you know, currently the trend is that every 2 weeks they come out with the cutoff draw, and those who are eligible, those who meet the cutoff requirements, they are sending invitations. Right now, there were these two type of draws, as you can see. First is the general round of invitations, which are happening these days. Like they come out with, okay, the CRS score is 488. So those who have cutoff scores more than 488, they will be getting an invitation and they can apply for their permanent residency. So this is a general draw, right? So in general draw, they are not targeting like, okay, only FSW people can apply, or only PNP people can apply, or only CEC people can apply. It's a general draw. You belong to any category, you meet this score, you qualify and get an invitation to apply. So the next one, as you can see, is a program specific round of invitation. So in this, they come out with draws for specific categories. Like, okay, we are this time only inviting PNP applicants with scores more than 700. So in PNP, candidates are invited only for a specific express entry draw, right? Not a general draw. So now this third category has also been introduced. So now this third category has also been introduced, which is the category based round of invitation. So for this category based, what will happen is the minister who is in charge, he will establish basically a category which is required to meet the specific goals of Canada. So they will consider like, okay, which employment there is a shortage in Canada, for which particular employment there is more demand right now. So as per these demands and shortages, they will decide the categories every year. So just like I told you about the categories they have come up with for 2023. So every year they will decide these particular categories. So now let me show you about how to know that, if you want to know that, okay, these 5 are the categories, but do I qualify? Suppose you belong to a certain medical occupation and now they have given the category as health. So how to know whether you will qualify for this category based draws or not, whether your NOC code will qualify or not. So let me take you to the canada.ca website and show you how you can check whether your NOC code will be eligible or not. So yes, you can see here on the canada.ca website that how we choose and report on categories. So yes, so this is given basically that how they choose the category. So as I told you, it will depend upon the demand, about the labor market informations, right? So it will depend on that. So now yes, see, as I was telling you about how to know whether your NOC code is eligible or not. So as you can see here, find out who is eligible for each category. So what you can do is, suppose you belong to a healthcare occupation. So you can select the healthcare occupation and then you can see the eligibility. So what is the basic eligibility? First of all, you should meet the express entry criteria, whatever the criteria, basic criteria for express entry are to enter the express entry pool. Okay, so apart from the express entry criteria, you can see like eligibility for healthcare occupation category. So to be eligible, you must have accumulated within the past 3 years at least 6 months of continuous work experience, either in Canada or abroad in your home country anywhere, in a single occupation listed in the below table, and meet all the requirements for the instructions for that particular round. So any other requirements, if they announce any instruction, that has to be met. Apart from that, the basic criteria they have come out with for the category based draws is at least 6 months of continuous work experience. So to be eligible for express entry, you need 1 year of continuous work experience. So, but for category based, you just need 6 months of experience. So you have 6 months of experience in that particular category, you will be eligible to be a part of that category based draw. So about the NOC codes, yes. So suppose you are from healthcare occupation, so you can see these particular NOC codes like dentist, education counselors, practical nurses, massage therapists. So yes, there are more such NOC codes. So these all will be eligible for the category based draw for health category. So let's, we can see one other category also, suppose transport occupations. So as you can see, transport truck drivers, engineer officers, so all these are eligible for the category based draws. So now you know about the categories which have been invited and what is basically the category based draws. So now, yes, talking about impact on you. So the impact is for 2023 particularly, if you belong to any of these categories and have those NOC codes which I just showed you, then yes, obviously you are in a much better position than people from other occupation categories because your occupation is in demand in Canada. So if you belong to these occupations, then I would definitely urge you to go ahead and make an express entry profile because there are much better chances for you to get into it now. And yes, people who do not belong to these particular categories, yes, for them there is an impact. Why there is an impact is because, they have a fixed intake that, okay, this year we will take these many permanent residents. So now, out of that fixed intake, they are giving some percentage, they're keeping some percentage reserved for these categories people. So now, suppose the invitation they want to come out with number of ITAs is 3,000 this time. So that is fixed, that they will not change. But yes, now a portion of that will go to the category based people. So for you now, the number of ITAs is less. So as the number of ITAs is less, then obviously the CRS score will increase. Yes, regular express entry draws will continue. We are not saying that they will stop. So we think that we are resuming. So yes, we are resuming express entry draws will continue, and simultaneously category based draws will be added. But yes, as I told you, impact will certainly be there, because the ITAs, the number of invitations they send, they will get distributed between the general draws and between the category based draws. So that would mean less number of invitation and eventually high cutoff scores, high CRS scores. So yes, be prepared for a more, I would say, difficult situation, competitive situation, especially for people whose NOC code, whose occupation is not listed in the category. Okay, so buckle up. I would say go ahead, learn French. That's the best thing to increase your CRS score, because as you know, you cannot go ahead now increase your, the experience is same, that would remain same, right? Your education is same, that will remain same. Your age cannot be changed. So only thing you can change is your language score and an additional French language, which will help you to make it up to the cutoff scores. So I hope my video helped you to understand what are the category based draws and whether it has any impact on you, and whether it's a positive news for you or a negative news for you, and how can you go ahead and be competitive and increase your CRS score. So yes, if you liked my video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel and share it with your friends and relatives. We do come up with regular immigration, Canadian immigration updates, any latest news, any new announcements. If you want to stay updated, do consider subscribing my channel. Thank you so much.